Hello, everybody. We are back.
Okay, so on break, before break, we were talking about relationships.
And the importance of balance.
Yes, and continuing with that, now we will talk about friendships.
And how important they are.
Yeah.
You need them.
Yes.
They help carry you throughout your life. You need them.
What is the saying? Boys, no. Okay, well, I'm saying it from my perspective. So, boys come and go, but friends are forever.
Oh, yeah. That was cute.
But friends aren't forever.
I mean, well, depends how you look at it, but
yeah.
they are for a really long time.
Okay.
I'm just going to say that.
So, most of you have probably heard the age-old saying, like, you make your best friends in college. And
False.
I don't know if I truly believe that.
I don't believe that. I will tell you now. I don't believe it. Because it's like, no, I'm in college now and I'm still friends with, like, a group of girls from middle school. Like, my best friend I've known since, like, the 5th grade. Me and her are still best friends. Like, she goes to another school, which is all, like, fine and dandy, but I don't know if I believe that.
Yeah.
I guess maybe it's because I'm not as involved. Like, maybe if I was in a sorority and, like, I had my sisters, or maybe if I was dorming and not commuting, so I was with everyone every day, all day.
Yeah.
For, like, a long period of time, then, like, I understand that, but I'm just going to have to say no. Halt.
I agree. I just think we're at a time of our life, like, especially from 18 to 22. Those are, like, the years that, so I've been told, like, we change the most. And as somebody who's, like, right in the middle of that, I've definitely, looking back at, like, when I was 18, I'm like, ew. Like, I'm not the same person at all. You know, so I understand that it might be hard to keep friends from before, you know, being that young, because you don't know who you are, therefore you don't really know, like, they don't know who you are. I don't know, but I agree
Everyone
and disagree.
changes.
Yeah, and then it was like, I found dorming, I made friends a lot easier. Just because, but not really, though, either. Like, my roommates, for example, like, we hated each other.
Oh my god, that's horrible.
Hated each other. Not because we didn't like each other's personalities or whatever, but just we lived in such a small space for so long that we just grew to hate each other. Right. So when I left, I was like, I'm never going to talk to any of these girls again. There was 3 of them. I was like, I'm never going to talk to them again. It's done, you know? And now my best friend is my old roommate. Like, we
see what happens.
We took some time up, like, we didn't talk for a few months, and then over summer, like, going into sophomore year or whatever, we talked, and, like, since then we've been inseparable, and we're fine, because, like, we needed that space. But it's just, like, it's all situational, I guess. But
I mean, I guess you could say that, but
yeah,
it all depends on the situation and then the type of person you are, I think.
Yeah, I mean, I've had a lot of sticky situations with friends. I'll say that. Like, really sticky, and it was, like, really hard, but
you got through it, though, at the end.
Yeah, and I realized, you know, like, friends aren't the people that you've known the longest, and I made a mistake of thinking that. I was like, well, I've known them since I was a freshman in high school, so they have to be my best friends, you know?
False.
But, like, it's so false, and it's better to, you know, not hold hostility or be, like, mean to these people. Even the people I've known since I was 3, who are my best friends up until, like, a few years ago. You know, like, people change, and I don't hold hostility against them or anything.
Yeah.
But I just realized that we grew apart, and we're just friends or whatever. But
friends are friends.
Yeah. So,
make the whole world go round.
So let's see the few.
So there is that, which is really important. So you have to find a balance.
Yeah. And don't, just like relationships, don't settle for people that you're like, well, I don't really like them as people. They're not really trustworthy, and they're not really this, and they're not really that. But I just keep them around because, like, whatever, we just are with each other all the time. You know, like, don't settle for friends. Don't settle for, like, a significant other. Just don't settle. You know, like, find people who truly care about you and will, you know, will support you throughout anything, and will also help you study.
Yeah, studying, that's pretty important too. Just everything, really.
Not only study, but like they'll help you study when you need it, and they'll help you hold your hair back after a long night. You know,
oh my God.
Find the people that will support you with your positives and
your
help
negatives.
you with your negatives.
Yes.
Oh, I'm tangled in wires.
That is so funny, but that's so true. I think I need to start taking my own advice.
Seriously.
In life.
But it's so much easier to give it than take it.
Yeah. I don't know why that is, but it's so true.
It's so true.
It's very easy to do that.
I can help people with any problem, and then I get to myself and I'm just like a train wreck. But yeah.
You just get in, it's like lies.
So a few things to, like, you know, if you're like me and had a few bumps in the road with friends and like whatever, just remember these few simple tips. I have a few. There's like 4.
That's not bad.
Treat others the way you want to be treated.
Which is very important, and probably everybody teaches you that at a young age.
Mm-hmm. The golden rule, people. The second one is don't let stereotypes mess with your head. Find people that you like based on what you know about them, not just what you heard. I've made this mistake so many times. It's sick. You know, like I've heard on the street, like I'm gangs. No. But like I've heard through people like, oh, don't talk to that girl. Like, you know, I don't know what the thing is.
Just
like,
the point is to make your own judgments on people.
Right. Like,
don't listen to
don't be friends with her. She talks, you know, trash about everybody that she hangs out with, and then I meet the girl and she turns out to be the nicest person ever. You know, like,
it's like never judge a book by its cover, but in this case it's not how they look, it's what you hear about them.
Yeah, definitely. And then the third one is, I liked this one, befriend people that intrigue you.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah. So, like,
they pique your curiosity and you're like,
yeah.
I like you.
And that goes with, like, relationships, too. Like, don't settle for somebody that's boring, or, like, don't, you know, surround yourself with people that will help you grow and help you want to be better, not somebody who you feel comfortable with staying the same with.
Oh, my God. I'm, like, analyzing my life as you talk. Oh my
Dang.
God.
I have to say, I wrote all of this stuff.
God.
I wrote in a blog
and it's
a few years ago, and
it's all useful stuff, and it's all very true.
Now I'm looking at it, I'm like, dang, little Dana.
Good job. Know your stuff.
And then the fourth and final one, this is like whatever. This is more for like the younger kids. Do not let who you were in high school affect who you are going to grow into at college.
Exactly.
So
I'm completely different from high school.
Completely.
I guess you don't notice it. You make subtle like changes here and there, and then collectively it all adds up. Mm-hmm. And like a year or two later, you're looking back at yourself and you're like, wow, that used to be me.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Literally.
Yeah. It's but yeah, don't let, if you're some, like, I don't know, there's nothing wrong with changing who you are as a person as long as you don't change to be a piece of poo.
Very nice, Dana. Very nice.
Like, just don't change.
Adequately put. Very well.
If you were a generous, good-hearted person back in high school, like, once you get to college, don't be like, I'm going to change myself. Well, I mean, you can. It's your life. But, like, don't strive to change yourself into a heartless person who's selfish and all that. Like, it's okay to change. Just change try to change for the better.
For the better.
Because you don't want to regret that either. Like,
that's a huge regret. That is huge.
Yeah.
But no one actually realizes it at first when it's happening and until it's too late.
Yeah. And to bring it kind of back to the relationship thing, like, as I'm out of one, I see how much I changed in one. And it's a process that, like, everybody kind of goes through from relationship to relationship. And, like I said, like, there's a lot of parts of me that I don't know where I was going with that, but just like it's okay to change. Just
relationships in general
grow.
help you change, whether it's for the good or not.
Right.
I mean, you do change. Situations affect you and how you're going to be then on. Like if something bad happens, maybe you're going to be less trustful. Like for however many like years after, like things really affect you.
Yeah.
So it happens. You're not alone with it.
Yeah.
But take that into consideration.
Yeah, college is like a huge. It's like a 4 years of just constant development. I feel.
It is.
And it's not even because it's like, oh, it's college. It's like just the age that we're in.
Yeah.
And as like my sister says, my sister's 31 now. She's kind of like giving me life advice. She's like, Dana, everybody's a hot mess until they're like 26.
Oh my God, that's wonderful.
Like she goes, everybody's constantly changing. Friends are getting switched in and out, like on the monthly basis. Like nothing's really consistent. She's like, but then 26, it kind of like settles down.
Are you sure about that?
No.
I don't think so.
Maybe younger, you think?
No, older. My sister's 28 and she's like still a rockin' mess. I mean, all of my sisters are.
Maybe it just starts at 26 and then it just like gets progressively, like it starts settling down maybe at 26.
I don't know. I hope so. I'm very scared for the future.
I think everybody is.
Yeah.
I mean, with all this, like, I don't know. Oh, God.
All the stuff that's going on. I don't even want to think about it.
I know.
Nope. Nope.
Focus on the now.
On the here, on the now.
On the here, on the now. But yeah, I'm trying to find